Hey everyone, thanks for taking the time to join us for Connect's webinar on ways to build your broker business. My name is Mike Saniga and I'm the VP of Operations here at Connect and moderator for this afternoon. I feel fortunate to have the opportunity to be involved in this exciting project. Before my time here at Connect, I spent most of my career in the world of finance, and most recently I've spent my time as a business consultant, financial coach, and college professor. Again, thank you for spending your time with us. We know you have 100 other things that you could be doing right now, and we appreciate that you decided to carve out some of this time for us. We are confident that your time will be well invested and that you will take away some nuggets of information to build your business as a broker professional. And this is important information, isn't it? Business development or prospecting is the most important part of your job. Without clients, your business is nothing. But the problem is we get slowed down or distracted by all of the other parts of the job that don't bring clients in the door. Looking for lenders, babysitting support documents, administration hell, all of this to get the job done and then do it all again for the next client. It's crazy, isn't it? And how do you assess the loyalty of these clients? Do they appreciate all of this extra effort you put in to get this job done? So we're going to break today's session into three parts. First, we're going to discuss some key learnings and best practices for building your broker business without breaking your back. That means productivity, effectiveness, new ways of thinking. And what we're going to propose today is that we are approaching a new reality where you are able to work smarter, not harder. A world where you can refocus on business development and not worry about the type of client that walks through that door, because getting the deal funded is going to be the least of your worries. We're going to go through a couple of case studies with you and then introduce you to Connect, a platform that will help you get to that new reality. Now, we have everyone muted for this call. If you have questions during the session, please just use the chat function and send us a message. And as the moderator, I will be watching out for these questions, and I will get to as many of those answered through the call. Now, I'm happy to introduce Chuck Allen, Connect CEO, who will lead us in our discussion today. Chuck Allen is a serial entrepreneur. Don't hold that against him, with over 20 years of experience in developing successful companies. His focus has been on making common business activities better, faster, cheaper, all the things that you're looking for when running your own business. Chuck started working on the Connect concept about 18 months ago, where over that time he brought together a strong cross-functional team, and the concept was developed to a powerful tool that will make the lives of both mortgage professionals and lenders easier and hopefully more profitable. So without further ado, Chuck, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Really appreciate everyone's time and everybody spending a few minutes with us to really find some ways that where you can be more productive as a mortgage broker. And I really like that idea, Mike, of working smarter, not harder. And to me, that's what it should be about. There should be ways that you can work smarter as a broker and get the same or better results. And part of that is the starting place to us, to me, is about being more productive. So it's about productive business development. How do you become more productive so that will bring in more clients? And how can you as a broker be more productive as a broker?
Right.
Well, to me, it starts with this idea of being organized. You know, you cannot be productive. Unfortunately, for those of you that are disorganized, you cannot be productive or more productive unless you are organized. It's about trying to find ways of really organizing yourself, organizing your activities. In order to do that, you've got to track those activities. And whether that's using some type of CRM tool, it's inputting information into an Excel spreadsheet, it's putting stuff down on a yellow ruled piece of paper. Somehow you've got to be able to track that information. You've got to know your clients. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to know who you're talking to. and to be able to continue to track that and to go back and make sure that stuff is not falling through the cracks. Absolutely essential. And I mean, tons have been written about the idea of being more productive, but the reality is that that organization will save you time in the end. And I saw a phrase recently about eat the frog. And it's this idea that, take those things that you actually hate. So those kinds of productive, the organizational activities, the put the information in, all that kind of stuff, get it done early, get it out of the way so that you can do the stuff that you really want to focus your time on. And in the end, for you as a broker, it's about bringing clients in, bringing those clients in, getting the deal done, and getting yourself paid. So if you can get rid of some of that administrative stuff, and that also helps you to focus your mind on the idea of who do I need to talk to, what do I need to do that's going to be productive and lead to more clients, more deals, and more revenues for myself as a broker. To me, that's fundamental to you being organized and to being more productive and to this leading to more clients.
Wow, that's great, Chuck. Now, I've spoken to a number of brokers over the years, and one of the things that brokers find is that they don't know what type of client is going to be walking through their door. So because trying to go out and find a lender is such a tough thing to do for a number of these deals coming through their door, is turning down deals that are too tough being productive?
Well, some brokers would say it was being productive because then they're not spinning their wheels, they're not churning to try and get deals done. So they would say their time is being spent more productively. But I'm going to suggest to you, and we'll talk about it in a little while, this idea that there's a way that you should never have to turn down a deal. I mean, and look, when you're starting and you're going out there and trying to find new clients, the idea is start with your inner circle, family and friends, and friends of family and friends, and people that you've done business with, and trying to get those kinds of referrals. Those are the kinds of warm leads that lead to more business. But you should be prepared to tell the entire world what you do, and your ability to be able to get deals done will help you in bringing more clients in.
Right. Excellent.
So how do you get access to more deals? In many respects, it's not complicated. More deals increases your revenues, and to coin your phrase, work smarter, not harder. And unfortunately, for those of you that are disorganized, and for those of you that like the idea of being organized, it is about being organized. And I think a part of this and part of getting those more deals is clients being 100% confident in you, that you understand them, that you understand their deal, you understand their needs, and that you're trying to find a lender that will meet their needs. And in a perfect world, more than one lender. The reality is that 1 in 3 clients is using more than one broker, and they're doing that to get more choice. But if you as a broker are giving them confidence in the work that you're doing and your ability to be able to get them more choices so that they can actually be comfortable that they've made a decision about what's the best deal for our needs, then you're actually playing into the idea that in solving a problem for them. There's no need for them to get a second broker to get choices because they can get all the choices that they want from you. And your ability to make those clients happy is going to lead to more business opportunities, and that's going to lead to more revenues.
Wow. And so it's an interesting point, Chuck, and I'm sure you're going to be talking about this. But if I go out and there's only 24 hours in the day. So if I am sitting here saying, okay, I want to get more choice, but I'm also looking to get more clients, Um, where does the buck stop here? Because I don't know what type of client's coming through the door. It could be a problem deal, quote unquote problem deal, where it's a little tougher to get through. I end up churning through a lot of work. I'm spinning my wheels to try to get a deal done, but now I've got to go out and find several lenders, prospective lenders, to give my client choice. How do I do that?
Well, first, for every broker, they start with the ABCs, right? Always be closing. And always be closing, because that leads to revenues. And so you've got, as you point out, if I'm trying to get more choice, if I'm sending out more applications, I'm making more phone calls, I'm sending more emails, I'm trying to follow up with people, I'm working harder. I'm working harder with a goal in mind, but is there a way where I can work smarter and accomplish all those same goals? When we talk about Connect and its technology platform, brokers are going to see that there's a way to be able to use Connect to work smarter and to get those same results, to get access to more lenders with a single application, and to be able to use that to be able to get multiple commitments or offers from those lenders that they can then put in front of their clients.
Wow. Okay. So that means I don't have to work harder. That's great. That's what I like.
So that leads into the idea of giving your clients more choice. And what's the ultimate goal of giving your clients more choice? It's about improving customer satisfaction. And we're going to talk about what does customer satisfaction lead to, but the idea is to be able to create choices. No matter what we are or who we are, all of us like choice. If we said, you can only have one type of coffee, people aren't going to like that. So thinking along those lines, when people are looking for a mortgage for their house, which is one of the most important things and probably the most expensive single line item that they're actually going to spend money on, what are they thinking? Are they thinking one choice is good, or I want alternatives? I want to know that if this interest rate and this deal is put in front of me, that this is the best that I can get from my property. And if you think about it, just in terms of the cost to your client, saving them 0.5% can, on a $500,000 mortgage, can be a $2,500 saving a year over the life of that mortgage. But it isn't just about rates; it's about other terms. So their ability to, instead of pay a 3-month break fee or versus a 6-month break fee, or a 1-month break fee versus a 3-month break fee, can be an even larger savings. But once again, it comes down to understanding your client and giving your client the confidence that you do understand them and their needs. So to me, it is about you giving your client access to more than one deal. We know that they want it. So you need to find a way to be able to do that. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Mike, was this whole idea of is there a way to be able to work smarter rather than harder?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because you look at most brokers out there, they don't make money by shopping a deal around. So if there's a way to provide that choice to my client, and I'm a homeowner that has a mortgage, and I would have loved my broker to give me 10 different options. That wasn't the case. I got one option.
And I'm like you, Mike. I got one option from my broker as well.
Right. So, if I can provide, or if this service, if Connect can provide the broker with the confidence to be able to go out and say, yep, I'm going to shop this deal around, but it's not going to take me any extra time or effort, and then I can go back to my client, that would certainly, to your point on this slide, improve client satisfaction.
Absolutely. And what do you as a broker get from improved customer satisfaction? You get happy and satisfied clients. And what does that lead to? That leads to more clients. The fastest way to get noticed by homeowners out there, by real estate agents, and by business people is to have happy and satisfied clients, because those are the people that give you word of mouth referrals. And that's the fastest way for people to learn that you're a person that they can take a deal to. So if you've got that ability to be able to work smarter, to get more than a single commitment or offer from a lender, to be able to put that in front of the homeowner, whether it's you or me, and to do something more than the only offer is the best offer, but to actually give people a choice or alternatives as to which is the deal that's going to work best for them. And you know what, they may still want something better, but sometimes, if you can see what the market is telling you in terms of what lenders are offering, now you've got the ability to be able to choose that. And I think, that the goal here is make your clients happy, because your clients are going to help you by doing some of the marketing for you. And that is going to lead to more clients. And so once again, we've started with this idea of being more productive and seeing how that whole ability to be able to be more productive, to work smarter, not harder, to be able to offer your clients more alternatives in terms of them choosing what's the best deal, or you helping them to choose what's the best deal for them, leads to higher client satisfaction. And that leads, once again, back to more clients, which leads to more revenues for you as a broker.
Wow. And Chuck, if I look at the process that I went through and the times that I went through my mortgage, as I mentioned, I only had one choice. If I had several choices, whether I'm making the decision or not, if I knew that there were several opportunities out there or alternatives, that makes the process a whole lot more transparent. Because, the way I look at it, and I'm sure the way a lot of clients look at it, is that the funding process is a bit of a black hole. They don't really know or understand, or both, what goes on behind the velvet curtain. So I would imagine that the feedback that we're getting from clients is that this transparency is refreshing, and I would think quite empowering.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a great segue into how does this platform work, and how can it give you more choices? So Connect has created a platform that gives brokers access to every lender, and uses a proprietary technology platform to be able to match your deal to lenders who have a lending criteria that are looking precisely for your kind of deal. And let me show you a couple of really hard deals that we did recently.
Sure.
So here's a refinance of a property in Windsor, Ontario. Existing first mortgage of $352 and an appraised value of $440. So LTV of 80%. Now, not every lender is going to look at an 80% LTV deal. In this case, also, it was self-employed borrower, had a good Beacon score, but it was a rental property, so not even they were living there. If you were going to look at your normal list of lenders as a broker, this is kind of the list that you'd be looking for. And Mike, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see any names on this list that are probably going to do that deal.
Yeah, I don't. Just taking a quick look, and from what I've seen in my experience, I've not. It'd be few and far between there, Chuck.
Absolutely. So what happened when the broker used Connect? So you got 51 lenders that this matched against their criteria. We know 29 lenders actually opened up the deal and took a look at it. The broker got 11 term sheets, 11 commitments and offers within less than 24 hours. So wow. This wasn't a case of, hey, the only deal is the best deal. The homeowner and the broker actually had choices. The broker had the ability to be able to sit down and explain to the homeowner what deal was going to be best for them and their specific needs.
Wow. And this is just as transparent. I talked about transparency for the homeowner. This is transparent for the broker as well, because if I send out an email, I have no idea whether they've opened it, let alone thrown it into the trash.
Absolutely. And the fact that the lenders are coming back specifically to that broker with the terms of, of the loan that they would offer means that the lender is fully engaged, absolutely fully engaged. And that really gives the broker confidence that when he's accepting a deal, he knows that the lender is fully on board with getting the deal done based on those terms.
Wow.
So here's another deal that we did. And you know, it's you would say probably looks pretty typical up at the beginning. So
Yep.
$850,000 first mortgage in the GTA,
Yeah, typical.
65% LTV,
Not bad.
and frankly, employed borrowers with a 700 beacon. So you say, wow, like, you know, there's probably A lenders that would do this deal, but mold remediation required. It was a former grow up. It's a heritage designated property. So it's got more hair than you know, than a polar bear. So is this a deal that you think that any of these guys are going to take a look at?
No, I think you need a miracle and 2 trips to the shrine to get this thing closed.
Exactly. That's it, exactly. So what do we do using what did the broker do with the Connect platform? Well, he managed to get 29 lenders that this matched against their criteria.
29 lenders match this criteria?
16 opened up the deal. And he got 4 commitments and term sheets within 6 hours. So once again,
this was a grow up, right?
Right.
Did they know it's a grow up?
Yep. All that was disclosed.
Wow.
So the point here is, you know, you brokers that are listening to this, you may say, you know what, I've never had a deal that looked that ugly, that was that challenging, whatever you're thinking about it, and that may be true. But the point here is, if the Connect platform can do this for incredibly hard deals, think how easy it's going to be to get multiple term sheets and multiple term sheets quickly on easier or less challenging deals.
Wow.
So what do we offer? What are the features and benefits of the Connect platform? So it's simple, it's easy. It takes less than 5 minutes to list a deal, and frankly, by the time that you've hit the list button, we've already identified which lenders who's got a lending criteria that this matches, and they're already getting notification right away. We've got, you know, a large number of private lenders and over 650 million in available capital. These lenders are giving everything from first, seconds, thirds, construction, small commercial loans. And as I said earlier, the whole idea here is that the lender's fully engaged. They're providing the broker with a term sheet, a commitment, an offer of some nature. And so there's no wondering, no hoping, no guessing that, does this lender actually know that this is a match? Absolutely, they know that this is a match. They got notice about it. They got an email telling them that the deal came in that matched their criteria. And from the broker's perspective, our model is not to act as a co-broker. We're a technology company. Your commission is 100% your commission. So what does it look like? You just need to be able to register 2 screens that with a limited amount of information to get yourself registered and on the system. In this case, it looks like Tom Brady from the New England area is registering for a broker. He simply puts in his password, indicates the name of his brokerage and where it's located. Easy peasy. Wow. And then in terms of listing a deal, once again, all drop down menus, yes or no's. If you require to put in information, it's largely auto-populate. So we've tried to make this into a platform that you don't need to be a tech genius to be able to use. The idea is to make it as easy and as fast as possible. So what did you say at the beginning we needed to do?
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. And that's what this technology platform does. It allows brokers to work smarter, not harder, to be more productive, to get more choices, and to make their clients happier because they've delivered the kind of solution that's the best solution based on choice for their homeowner, their client's needs.
Wow. And, you know, I think if I'm a broker, this would give me that added confidence that I know I'm providing the best deal for this homeowner. If I know that any deal, there's a lender for any deal that's out there.
Absolutely.
Because you've got lenders that have different risk profiles. It's possible that the 3 or 4 lenders that that a broker typically talks to, this would be, a client coming through their door would be outside of their scope. They may try to force it through, but that's not efficient for anybody.
Absolutely. And I think from the broker's perspective, in terms of you as a broker marketing yourself to, friends, family, your church groups, the business networking groups, anybody that you're going out to as a way of trying to find more clients, think of your ability to be able to market yourself as that broker that can get every deal done. To market yourself as the broker that understands your clients and understands how to get the best solution for your client, and to market yourself as a broker that can get choices, as a broker that can work smarter, not harder, to deliver results for your clients.
Wow.
So, how do you build your broker business? A productive business development leads to more clients. Access to more deals leads to more revenues. More choices for your clients increases customer satisfaction. And happy and satisfied customers means more referrals. So that's it in a nutshell. And if anybody has any questions, we can take a couple of minutes and answer any questions.
Sure. We got a couple that came in privately here. Do you just deal with private lenders? Why did you start with private lenders? When will this work for A and B lenders, if at all?
So good question. At the present time, our focus has been on our initial focus was on private lenders, primarily because most brokers don't have a ton of go-to people in this space, and then secondly, because more and more deals are being done by private lenders. So it was an easy place for us to be able to start. We're working on increasing features and functionalities, and ultimately we'll be bringing on the Bs and then the Alt As, and then hopefully we'll be bringing on the As somewhere down the road as well.
Cool. Okay, here's another interesting one. So, hasn't this been done before? How do you compare to MyBrokerBee? Aren't you the same as MyBrokerBee?
Well, there's a similar model in the sense that they're trying to match against deals to lenders. It's a much different model than ours in many respects, primarily because MyBrokerBee is a broker. They charge a brokerage fee. That's not our business model. And the other part to it is that MyBrokerBee has to, you have to have your client commit exclusively to a lender based on what you think the lending rate that they're going to get from that lender is. Our process is completely different. We think that if you're going to have choice, the choice needs to be educated choice. You need to know exactly what deal is being put in front of you by a lender, because that's the only way that you can assess whether deal A is better than deal B and better than deal C.
Great. Okay, here's another question here. So my broker has offices in BC and Manitoba. Does Connect work there right now?
The platform works across Canada.
Okay.
Our initial focus has been in the Ontario area, but the platform works anywhere. In fact, anywhere where mortgage lenders and mortgage brokers are operating. It doesn't matter whether it's a property in Manitoba, a broker in Manitoba, a lender in Manitoba. We're able to bring all of those people together to be able to get more access to more choices.
Great. Okay. I think we've got time for one or two more. Can I test the system? What length of commitment do I have to make, if any?
So at the present time, we're offering a free trial for you to get on the system. We've got Lots of lenders on here, as you will have seen from the deal flow that we had. We've got uh, more than 650 million in available capital on here. So the ability to, for us to get a deal done, virtually any type of deal done, whether it's first, second, or third, really is what our platform has been designed for.
Okay, great. Well, that's exciting news. I would imagine it's very much, other than the matching technology, this is a marketplace. So as users join, that's when the magic starts. In
Yeah, clearly that the as more brokers start listing deals on here, more lenders start jumping on here because it's the easiest way. So it's a free trial period, and we suggest to any brokers out there that just contact us. We'd be happy to get you onboarded and get you to try the platform.
Great. One more I think we have time for. Let's see here, one or two more. How do I know do I get notified if I've gotten interest in one of my deals, or do the commitments just pop up?
So for every broker, they have access to a dashboard, their personal dashboard. And so you'll get notice on your dashboard that lender has provided you with a term sheet. At the same time, you'll get an email update telling you that you've received a term sheet from this lender. The idea is to be able to create the ability for both brokers and lenders to move relatively quickly on this platform to make decisions. We don't want this to be a 3-day, a 5-day, a 10-day process. The matching occurs in milliseconds, and so the only limitation is how fast the lender is going to provide a term sheet if it's a fit for them.
Awesome. A couple more. They're coming in fast and furious now. So I love the platform. Signed up during the presentation. That's great. He has a deal, or this person has a deal. He or she is trying to finance using our platform. Question: will the deal get curated to lenders in the GTA only?
Some of the lenders are outside the GTA. So and even with our platform, what we are finding is that many of the lenders on here, even if they're located in the GTA, they're interested in doing deals through we'll call it the lower 2/3 of the province of Ontario. So the lenders aren't only looking for deals in the GTA.
Wow. So that actually opens up just an infinite number of lenders potentially, right?
And many of these lenders would like to be able to move beyond the Ontario border and start looking at deals in other provinces as well,
as they look to develop their business.
Right.
Great. So I think you talked a little bit about this. One more question here. What is the cost of Connect? Do you charge a success fee, or do you otherwise charge on a per deal basis?
So we don't charge on a per deal basis, and we don't charge a success fee. That's kind of the typical co-broker model, and we're not a co-broker. We're a tech company. So we charge, once the trial period is over, we move over to a monthly or annual fee for you to be able to pay us. From a broker's perspective, the cost will be around $50 a month, depending upon a bunch of variables. But we've tried to keep the price into a place that's really comfortable for most brokers to be able to take advantage of.
That's great.
And frankly, if you do one deal on using this platform, you've more than paid for the value of the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's more of a membership fee than like a LinkedIn Premium or Match.com, right, or whatever else is out there.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not. We're very comfortable that you're going to see success. To me, charging you, trying to take some of your commission as a broker is just a recipe for you to be able to look at this and start saying how much value is there. We want you to get 100% of your commission.
That's excellent. Okay, and somebody said thank you. That was their question on ROI. So that's great. So thank you again, everybody, for taking the time today. I want to be respectful of your time. It was a great discussion. Hope you learned a few things today. I know I did, and I work here. If you have other questions, and it looks like there's a couple others coming in, what I'll do is I will respond directly to you. I think your emails are attached. If not, you can send me an email directly to mikes@knnct.com. It's on the screen there. And I'd be happy to answer your questions or take back feedback to the team. We're always adapting here at Connect and love to get your feedback and suggestions. That's it for us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Bye now.